Hello, Miss. Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Kareem for all of you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, our class will be short because of your time. We will just try to analyze certain important questions about book two, and I will give you an idea, general idea about book three, which will be for tomorrow, inshallah. Okay, so I think this is the whole number. وبعد أكو طلاب يجون. Shall we start? بما أن البنات يرضين يطبقوا.
Hello, Professor. How are you?
Hello Muhammad, how are you? Ramadan Kareem.
رمضان مبارك عليكم إن شاء الله ست.
Thank you very much. Inshallah for all of you.
And thank you about the degrees, about marks.
Which marks? I didn't mark them.
We
Okay,
said
till
deal is
now.
done, you know.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay. Okay, so for today, let's just remember the last book, which is book two. As we know that Gulliver's Travel is divided into different travels, and everyone has certain message. Okay, so the whole book is a satire. I mean, book one, two, three, four, the whole novel is a satire, but we have different types of satire. Maybe political satire, social satire, so psychological themes. So we have different things. The first book, which is the Lilliputian, we explained it and we answered the most important questions regarding the Lilliputian. The second book, which is about the giant, the Brobdingnagian, and also we talked about those kind of people. So my question is, can you describe the Brobdingnagian? Who are they? But in short, يعني as short as possible. Okay. Yes.
May I, Professor?
Yes, Ali. Yes.
Hello, Professor. How are you?
How are you, Ali?
Have a blessing Ramadan.
Thank you for all of you, inshallah.
The Brobdingnagian is a giant people. Find Gulliver. Okay, and he lived with them. They are not mean until now. They are a good people. They treat Gulliver well. Okay.
Yes.
Especially the daughter, the girl, a little girl. She find him. Okay, who find him? So they are giant people. If we compare them with Gulliver, okay,
Yes.
and they are good. That's until the book one, the chapter one.
Yes.
We didn't know the future. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, Ali. Yes. So, what do you know too about them? What kind of people? What about the adventure of Gulliver with them? What happened with Gulliver regarding those people? Yes, Sumaya.
In this chapter of all the family, the farmer's daughter is the most fascinated by Gulliver. He seems like a walking, talking doll to her. She enjoys caring for him and even gives him a new name, Glidrig. She takes such good care of Gulliver that he calls her his Glomdalich nurse. News of Gulliver's living at the farmer's house spreads quickly, and several visitors come to see him. At the urging of one particular gentleman, the farmer decides to take Gulliver to the marketplace and to put him on display for others to see for a price.
Yes.
This being successful, the farmer decided to take Gulliver on tour throughout the kingdom, including visiting the kingdom's metropolis, Lord, their Gulliver's performs 10 times a day for all who wish to see him. By this time, so Gulliver has presented far too many performances. He is almost dead. يعني just.
Okay, thank you very much, Sumaya. Now the question is, what is the symbolic meaning of the farmer and his daughter? What do you think? Why Swift use this kind of people? The
May I,
farmer
Professor?
and the daughter. Yes, Ali. Yes.
Maybe they are the farmers, okay, are familiar people with them, generous and their decent treatment. Maybe.
Yes.
Yes, they are generous and kindly. Maybe people and kind people.
So he just want to say that those people, or the farmer, is a symbolic meaning for the Proptignagian. He stands for those people. They are just like his character, or what?
Maybe he when he refer to this topic, farmers make this
Yes.
topic. Maybe maybe because they are, as I said before, they are simple people and decent. Yes.
Yes. Good.
Okay.
Good.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much, Ali. What about the others? What do you think? What is the symbolic meaning of the farmer and his daughter? Yes, Muhammad.
Yes, Professor. Professor, I think Swift in this book, not just in this chapter, want to discuss the society about the something under the middle class. Maybe the poor class, the simple class, as Ali mentioned. So he focused on the farmer because the farmer, it's like many people from farmer, it's in poor in the level of poor class. So he mentioned about the farmer, and also maybe even this class, simple class and good people have many mistakes in the life. He mentioned for the farmer things about how to profit from Gulliver.
Yes.
He decided to take him to the market to performance, in the market.
Yeah.
So maybe that's, if you comparing this with Lilliputian people, the subject of use. He want to use the slave. He want to exploitation, greed. You want to have benefit, have money. Maybe the people of Lilliput want to use him in the war, but the farmer use him to make money. So he made many, and also something other thing. It's comparing with the two event or two adventure. The emperor of Lilliputian don't care about the Gulliver life. Also, this farmer use him 10 performance per day, 10 performance per day. Don't care about Gulliver. So Gulliver want to lose the white, he was, and also he thought he will die for the month, maybe even month. So even the pure class, even the simple society have many mistakes. The same thing, don't when we have the chance, just want to take advantage from the others.
Yes.
So
And so theme of selfishness appears here.
And greed, yes, and greed.
And greed, yes. Greediness and selfishness are widely used in this chapter by the farmer and his daughter, because they just want to get benefit from Gulliver
and make money, and became famous. Gulliver became famous, and so the farmer decided to buy him to the queen. And the queen admire Gulliver and admire the way he spoke and behaved. She decided to buy him. The farmer decided to sell him because he knows that Gulliver was losing his wife and thought he will die. So he won't earn the money before his die. So that's most important thing. Just he think about money.
This means that human life is not important.
Yes, not important
for them.
Yes.
Okay.
And also the good way when take care about him. This also kind something. Just treat him like a doll, like a puppet. Not like a human.
So from the beginning, theme of
yes.
selfishness, greediness, don't care for human life appears from the first scene, which is the daughter. She's fond of Gulliver, and she cares for him just for what? Clothing him, okay, teaching him, but
Yes.
for what? For
Dialogue him as a puppet, like a doll, and the bed
Yeah.
of ball, like yes.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very
May
much,
I add
Mohammed.
something,
Yes, Ali.
Professor?
Yes.
When you mentioned why Swift, okay,
Use the farmer.
you the
Yeah.
farmer. I think it's one of important quality, okay, of the farmers is the patience. Okay, they have
Good.
the patience, yes, because the relationship between them and the ground, okay, make him a patient man. So if we read the last chapter, we see Gulliver when they captured Gulliver or take him, the little girl or the daughter take him, she's treating him well, and her family didn't maybe ask her why you do that. They don't complain. Okay, they accept
Yes.
the situation. So that may be a
This
sign
means that
for
this is
for
something normal for them.
yes, normal,
Yes.
and it's something. It's normal. Yes, normal.
Yes. Yes. Good, Ali. Thank you very much for your idea. Thank you. Any other comment about this idea? I mean, the idea of the farmer and his daughter in chapter 2. Anyone who wants to add something? Look, by the way, I find this. I show it for you. I find this PDF, which is about this part and this chapter too. The farmer's 9-year-old daughter is fond of Gulliver and cares for him. So look, from this sentence, we can discover the theme of selfishness. Okay, greedy, how those people are just selfish and possessive. Why possessive? Because she sews him clothing and teaches him the native language. So, do you know the meaning of possessiveness, possessive love, possessive care? Okay, so this is the theme that.
like you استحواذ يعني
extreme.
واحد يستحوذ.
أي بالضبط
Yes,
يعني
يستحوذ عليه.
يمتلك تملكي. Okay,
يمتلكه.
yes, this is the possessive. Okay, let's continue. The farmer's neighbors hear about Gulliver and want to see him. طبعا لما يكون a person just like Gulliver, something strange for them. So they just wonder, they just curious. They want to see what kind of a creature is this. They just want to see who is that creature. One of the neighbors suggests that the farmer should charge people to see Gulliver. إذا استخدموا هسه طريقة charging people to see Gulliver, as she fears someone might hurt Gulliver or take him away. The next day, the farmer puts Gulliver on display at an inn. Okay, so they use him in their business just to get money, just like what you have now mentioned. إنه يستخدمون Gulliver for getting money. هو هذا الselfishness. بالمناسبة نقدر نطبق على هذا الحدث الثيم الأساسي اللي إحنا عندنا اللي هو morality versus physical power. Okay, إنه نشوف إنه Gulliver ما استخدم ال physical power when he was with the Lilliputian, and this is at the opposite of Brobdingnagian. إنه هم استخدموا physical power. They use him just like a toy, okay, a doll, in order to get money from people. من ناحية الثيم of morality and physical power. فنقدر نقول
He just referred to the temper, maybe Professor.
Refer to what, Ali?
To temper, the temper. Yes, he just referred to that. Something people like moody people.
Yes,
Yes.
that's right. Yes. So when we want to compare between the two books in terms of morality, in terms of physical power, strength, society, state, راح نشوف إنه كل واحدة منهن راح تختلف. يعني لما كان Gulliver بمكانهم their position هو كان الجاينت، بينما the others 10 people in the Lilliputian. هو ما سوى هذا الشيء. So can we consider Gulliver moral the best mental now؟ نقدر نعتبره انه هو البest human. يعني طبعا Gulliver لا تنسون يمثل symbolized human.
Yet now, yes.
ايه till now yes.
till
this moment yes. Till this moment.
yes.
هو هذا الشابتر ستعتقد يعني I think he referred to the George the First, the German king.
Yes. It is also political. Yes, Ali.
So if we consider it like a good man, we don't know if a Gulliver now are good or not. So he have a political satire maybe because he referred to Gulliver as a George the First. He's a foreign man in a foreign country.
Yes, that's right. But as a human, okay, خلينا نجرده من كل politics والsatire. As a human, in this behavior, it seems that he's better than them. لأنه راح ناخذ الياهوز وراح نشوف أكو اختلاف راح يصير with the yahoos and with the Yahoos. Yes, Ali. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor.
Yes, Fatma. Yes.
Hello, Professor, and hello, everyone.
Hello, Fatma. How are you?
I am good.
I hope you are good now. Okay.
Yes, I am good. Yes, we are living. Yes.
Okay.
Actually, Professor, because we are starting with the second book, so there's connection between the first and the second. Well, we can note there is Gulliver. In the first book, he was the big size, and now he's the small size. And we can find there is the compare between when he was big and now he's small, and he put himself in the same situation for the tiny people. That give us a vision in the life. You are one day you are in this side, and the second day you could be in the second side. So everyone has to put himself with many different possibilities. So now Gulliver, he's suffering and struggling with the small girl. I don't want to talk about the details, but I talk about the things I'm reading and how he now feeling, maybe as the people feel, and how they look for him, and now he feels scared as the other people feeling scared from him. But we are always looking for the mercy from each other. Maybe we are as a human, we have a different size, maybe different shape, but we are looking as a human. If you are big, small, but you can see these people looking scary. They we can say barbaric, something like that. They don't have a culture. They don't have a knowledge. And some small people, they have the knowledge. They have the science. So we can't judge on the people. And always we have to look for the middle. Now Gulliver, he's in the middle. He's not the big. He's not the small. Now he's in the middle. So he can't be in this side or that side. So now he can understand all the wisdom for the people. And if you are strong, you can't make yourself strong with the poor people. You can't remind them, I am strong and I can control you. So that will make us better and better. When he see the people, they are looking so big and they are looking like a wheel, something like that, when the girl tries to torment him. So we can find some people don't have many understanding. Their brain is not growing enough like the child, and she tries to torment him. And I know there's detail when the girl was crying and asked with him as her doll, something like that. And her father and mother, her parents, they give her in the last year some animal, and when the animal gets fat, they couldn't keep it for the money, exchange it for the money. Now we can see the trust. We have to keep the trust. If you can find benefit from something, you can trade off it just for the money or for the benefits you are getting taken. That's all I understand.
Yes, thank you very much. That's right, Fatma. And especially I like the idea of maybe Swift at that time. I don't know, intentionally or randomly. The idea of we have to think of ourselves Sometimes we will be poor, sometimes we will be rich, sometimes we are strong, sometimes we are weak. So we have to try to put ourselves in different positions in order to think of different people, just to remove the idea of selfishness, greedy, hypocrisy, to purify society from this. Okay, so this is also a nice point to talk about. Yes.
In all this position, we have a mistake, you know.
Yes, that's why we have to take ما أدري عندكم أو ما أدري وين شرحت قصيدة أو شيء. You know, we have to take the good things from every society, just to try to be perfect, although it's impossible to be
Because we were
perfect.
shocked.
Ah.
Think perfect, yes.
Yes. So
Maybe
we are trying.
we are like the giants, maybe, Professor.
Sometimes I feel so, especially in treating the animals.
Yes, we are. I think Swift may want to tell us this idea. These
Yes.
giants are not perfect. Okay, they are resemble us. Okay,
Yeah.
even
Just
the
in
best
terms
us.
of size, and that's
Yes,
it. Yeah.
yes. Even the best of us are sometimes thoughtless and greedy.
Yeah.
As for the rest of us, maybe we are sometimes malicious, like the Lilliputians. So
Yeah.
this is the idea. Yes.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So maybe he means so, or we just discover this. Okay. So we are trying to stop this greediness, this selfishness, this hypocrisy, this bad treatment for the poor people, the other, for example, the animals, in order to be perfect. Yes. Then, as I mentioned, that realizing how profitable Gulliver can be, إنه فد شخصية راح يكون في شيء profitable بالنسبة لهم لأنه they will get money from Gulliver. So the farmer decides to take him on a tour of other cities. Why? For enjoyment or for what? بحالة يعني أخذ ونسة tour for or of other cities or for something else.
Or
May
some
I?
For
for
preference, to make
For
money.
money.
To
For
get
preference.
yeah, good.
Get
To
more
get
money.
money.
For money.
Yes.
To get more money.
He's a greedy
Okay.
man.
Yes.
This idea
of
came
greed.
from his neighbor, the greedy neighbor, the stingy. He said, "This is good idea to make Gulliver like maybe an animal." Okay, when you see the animal, do you know as in the circus, the animal make like a monkey make some actions. Okay, so
Yes.
he advised his neighbor, the father of the daughter, to take him and make money from him.
Yes.
So this is the idea.
This is a good business, by the way. So
yes, a good business.
would you think in the same way if you are in his position, you have a giant or you have a tiny person?
Depends on my principles, my professor.
Yes.
If I am a greedy man and I'm hypocritic, maybe
Yes.
I will take this idea. But he Swift give such idea if it's like a side. Okay, if you take or if you have something, how can you use it in a good way or a bad way?
Yes, good. This is a point. We can use it in a positive way, right? Yes. Yes. Not only negatively, but positively. We can use this creature or anything in our hand.
You
in
can
a
show
good
your
way.
humanity or your
And get money
maybe-
at the same time. Yes.
Yes, if you can show your principles or your morality or your devil that live inside you.
Yes, yes, that's right. Because in every one of us, every human has a devil inside. Okay, there is devil, even if he is the purest one, the perfect one, but there is a devil inside.
May I, Professor?
Yes, Mohammed.
Yes, Professor. Maybe Swift show us to some kind of people seems good people and giant people like the predominant, but when have the chance, so use this chance, even is that chance mistake or bad thing or something bad for other people. So the seems good people just wait for the chance. So seems the
Yes.
fact. Yes,
Again,
the fact of
Muhammad, it is the same idea of Ali when he mentioned that it depends on their principles. It
yes,
depends on
exactly.
their morality. Okay,
Yes,
because not
exactly.
all people are greedy and hypocritical.
In
It's,
fact, it's you know, it's great people, bad people, but didn't have the chapter one. We didn't see this kind of behavior from
yes,
predominant, you know,
good, good.
because but when the chance, when we have the chance, use it.
That's why I always mention something that don't be deceived by the appearances, by the first impression, because it is not always right. Okay, you know that when you meet someone at the first time, don't judge this person.
Yes,
Don't be
exactly.
deceived by his personality, his character, his features, and so on, because maybe they are just trying to act to be good in front of you. So with the passage of time, you will discover. Okay. So
And sometimes,
the
professor, the
first
difference
impression
just
is
the time.
important. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The difference between something person and another person, just a time, you know, maybe the person, the situation, maybe he should have another situation, another position, another another life. Maybe he didn't have a mistake of time,
Yeah.
of situation.
There's no
There's no chance, you
chance.
know. Yes,
Yes.
exactly, exactly.
Yes, yes. And by the way, I mentioned this yesterday for my students. I told them that we cannot discover people from the first time, from the first year, from the first 7 years, 8 years. Okay. Maybe after that, we will discover how bad they are and how naive we are. Okay. So that's why Shakespeare has an important quotation, which is not all not all gold are glitters. I think so. I'm not sure about the exact sentence, but this is the meaning of the sentence.
But
I
there
think
is a
it's not
spark,
all
Professor.
gold shining, something like that.
غيرناها الأستاذة يمكن.
Hello, شلونك علي؟
Yes.
هذا.
حكيته خاص انكشفت
لا
انا.
لا لا
لا أستاذة، اثنين نحكينا سوا وأنت
المقولة إنه I think it's not all gold shines. And by the way, how are you? And Ramadan Kareem. I think that's it.
Yes. Yes, Naba. Your voice.
استنت يمي يوصل
Yes.
له
I
يمكم.
couldn't hear you. من
النت
حق
مال ست ندى
نبأ
بياخذ كل الاشاره مال
تقدمي الأستاذة.
يمي اني النت زين ايش معنى من تحكي نبأ كل محاضرة ينقطع
هو
نبأ
من تحكي
شلون؟
نبى
ما
تاخذ النت
أدري
مال كل الطلاب ست.
We have to dismiss
والله
you from
أستاذة.
the class. Yes نبأ شنو قلتي؟
والله أقول لك إنه العبارة أتصور إنه not all gold are shine. إنه مو كل
لا
shining
glitter
something like
اكو
that.
كلمة glitter فيها
glitter
اتذكر.
ما أنا سامعتها هيك شيء بنص الفيلم، يجوز يعني مستوحيها من عنده، ما أعرف. وقلت ليش رمضان كريم.
اعتقد measure to measure يمكن بهاي المسرحية ذكرها انه دائما شكسبير يحكي عن الابيرنس وانه don't be deceived by appearance because it is not all golds are glitter. احنا كلش هواية ننخدع بالابيرنس، بس مع الاسف بعدين يلا نكتشف بعد فوات الاوان شو نسوي بعد.
Even though you're pretending, maybe you have a spark. If
you are simple and inexperienced, Ali, you cannot discover them. You cannot discover. If you are
No, I can.
inexperienced.
The eyes said everything, Professor. Maybe
I don't know.
it's so.
For me, I cannot interpret eyes.
ما أضمر المرء من شيء إلا وظهر في قسمات وجهه أو في فلتات لسانه.
أي صحيح صحيح، بس اكو ناس بروفيشنال بهذا الشيء بحيث ما يبين عليهم.
Yes, maybe.
Okay, maybe, yes. So this is the summary of this chapter. Let's
Can
go to
I?
the analysis. Yes, you want to add something?
The strain of traveling and performing tricks takes its toll on Gulliver, and he begins to grow very thin. The farmer notices Gulliver's condition and resolves to make as much money as possible before Gulliver dies.
Yes.
Meanwhile, an order comes from the court commanding the farmer to bring Gulliver to the queen for her entertainment. The queen is delighted with Gulliver's behavior and buys him from the farmer for 1,000 gold pieces.
Yes. Yes.
Gulliver requested that Glomdalclitch be allowed to live in the palace as well. Gulliver
Yes.
explains his suffering to the queen, and she is impressed by his intelligence. She takes
Good.
him to the king.
Yes, good. Thank you very much, Sumaya. Thank you. Given the farmer example, as I told you from the beginning, the farmer and his daughter are just an example about the Brobdingnagians. They have in common with the Lilliputians is a drive to exploit the power they have over others for personal gain. Okay, انه يشاركون ويا Lilliputians من ناحية انه يفكرون بالpersonal gain. ذولاك هم كانوا يفكرون انه how to use Gulliver against their enemy. Okay, if you remember, they also think of Faustus as a gain, but not money.
Yes. Yes.
Just like
Exactly.
But this is individual behavior, Professor.
Another way.
Yeah.
Professor, this is, I think, it's individual behavior. But when we
Yes,
read
yes.
the Lilliputian, we see all the people thinking in the same way. Okay.
Yes.
But here they are individual behavior. There is
yes, yes, good.
Yes.
Good. And sometimes the individual behavior for not only 1, 2, 3, or 4 will be the major behavior. Okay, so that's right. But if we compare between them, we can say that mainly they use him for gain. In Lilliput, this
there
kind
is something
of
in contrast, Professor. Yes, I'm sorry, I interrupt you. Contrast between the father and the daughter. If you see, the daughter was a kindness.
Yes, she's fond of Gulliver,
Yes.
just like a toy, just like we are fond of our toys.
Okay, it's okay. But she was a good give him a good treatment, and she was good with him. But the father was a greedy. There is a contrast, okay, between two behaviors. So,
Ali, can we say that she is different from her father because she is innocent, she is child?
Maybe because she's child, but we see the queen. Maybe she's have the same treatment, or in this chapter, of course.
Yeah, in this chapter.
This may be a common behavior or not. We don't know. But
we will see. We will see throughout the analysis of the whole book.
Yes.
May I?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Ali. Have you finished, Ali?
Yes, Professor. Yes.
Yes, thank you, Ali. Yes, Muhammad.
Yes, I want to answer about the question of my classmate Ali, or the opinion of my classmate Ali. Maybe the queen didn't need the money, so maybe she will use it for another way, not like the
entertainment.
Farmer. Yes, entertainment, or give him a gift for his husband, the king, and also the daughter of farmer used Gulliver in the different way. Used him like a doll, the puppet, because she's a kid, just a kid. So also used it, but another way. not.
So can we
his
say
father.
that because the females figure are emotional, sensitive, they
Yes.
are unlike the male
جانبكم جبت
figures.
من جانبكم أستاذ جبت من
مو
جانبكم
طبعا هي درتها
هاي
عليك عادي.
كيفتي لها أستاذ
كيفت لها كلش. Yes. So
No,
because the queen, because the daughter. Yes.
all man, and I mean by the man, man and woman, but you know, man, it's also man and woman. All man want to entertainment in his point of view. Sometimes money is entertainment. Sometimes it's just a performance. Sometimes it's just many
صح.
possibility. Yes.
مرات واحد يجي يصير سعيد إنه يصير عنده فلوس وهاي
Yes.
مو.
Like this lecture, I am happy for this lecture. Maybe another not happy for this lecture. Also, someone be happy when you drive a car fast, you know, speed in car. Someone just food, like me, I wait the food and be happy. All,
Yes.
you know.
We are all waiting for the food.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much. So, the farmer is just an example, stands for himself, or according to Swift, is one thing the Brobdingnagians have in common with the Lilliputian is the idea of exploiting or using the power they have. They have power, so they want to use it for personal gain. The Lilliputians, their power was generally illustrated in their ruling class, okay, and how they use him for against their enemies, while here the matter is different. So if we see in Lilliput, this kind of exploitation was generally illustrated in the ruling class, but here the drive to abuse power appears in a common farmer. إنه ظهرت بفارمر مو بكل الناس. This temptation to abuse power is part of human nature. إنه كل البشر عندهم هاي it's a human nature. عندنا هاي فكرة abusing power, using your power. لكن يعني كل واحد يستخدمها حسب his morality, his principles. لكن power إنه تحس نفسك أقوى من غيرك هاي in human nature هي أصلاً naturally موجودة بس شلون نستخدمها هنا الناس تختلف بيها. Okay, so regardless of class, social standing, size, personality, الباور. يعني مثلاً هسه أنت مرات تشوف نفسك قدام شخص ضعيف جداً أكيد بداخلك تحس إنه أنت ضعيف، أنت قوي وأنت أقوى من عده وأنت أفضل من عده وأنت بس شلون تستخدمها وشلون تطلعها هنا تختلف. أكو ناس تستخدمها negative way ويستخدمون الناس من أجل الجين، وأكو لا أكو عنده morality عنده principles عنده honesty عنده virtue يعرفوا شلون يستخدمها. So this is something by nature all of you has this power inside, especially when we see weak people or poor people.
Sometimes with animals, as you mentioned.
أي والله كلش
Yes.
هاي أنا متأذية منها مالت animals.
Yes.
They just treat them as if they have no life, as if they are not creatures.
Yes.
Okay, so the farmer is initially kind to Gulliver for his own sake, but once he sees a profit to be made هو كان kind مثل بنته. لكن لما شاف الموضوع بيربح وفلوس, his attitude toward Gulliver changes. He no longer cares about Gulliver, only what Gulliver can do for him. هيك صار الموضوع. بالبداية كان متعاطف وياه, عاجبه, يعامله معاملة حلوة مثل بنته. لكن بعدين لما شاف إنه هذا الموضوع بيه فلوس, هنا الأيديا اختلفت, الفكرة اختلفت.
Have a chance for money.
أي no longer cares about him بعد. ما يهتم بيه بقد ما يهتم إنه شقد راح يحصل من عنده. Okay.
10 performs per day. 10 performs per day.
Yes.
Don't care about his life.
We can use this theme also. We can reflect this theme in modern society because people are abusing each other. They are using each other for their own benefits. We can see this clearly. So again, the abuse of power is not necessarily a given. His daughter may have more control over Gulliver's life than any other character in the Brobdingnagian, but she is concerned only about his welfare. So the idea of selfishness مهمة بهذا البوك ظهرت. I mean this chapter. The idea of using people and how to compare them with the Lilliputians, how to judge the personal or the individual behavior with the general behavior. هذا كان أهم شغلة حكينا عنها بهذا chapter. Yes.
May
Any
I
other
add something?
comments? Yes, of
May I
course.
add something?
Yes,
So
yeah.
maybe here Swift prevents us from idealizing the giant by reminding us of their incapacity to accept Gulliver as a little man or a scaled down version of
Yes.
a Brobdingnagian magician. Okay?
أي.
St. Gulliver always considered the Lilliputians as a small man or a tiny people.
أي
Okay?
لأن هاي human nature هي هاي الباور اللي inside
But
us.
this is not a true for the Brobdingnagian ما اسمهم ما اعرف احفظهم بالضبط.
Brobdingnagian. Yes.
Brobdingnagian.
Yes.
المهم فاستاذ هنا صار الصيام يأثر استاذه هنا
طبعا.
القصة انه جوليفر شاف ذولاك تايني بس ذولا الجاينت البروبديجان ما ادري شو اسمهم ما شافوا هاي القصة شافوه هو مثلهم بس على حجم صغير. اوكي فممكن هذا انه منعنا انه احنا ننظر لهؤلاء الاشخاص على انهم مثاليين مثلا.
We will judge them at the end of the book, Ali. We will judge them. We will compare them with the first book and try to judge
about the chapter. About
yes.
the chapter, only this chapter. I
yes.
don't know what happened in the future.
Yes, that's right. Thank you, Ali.
Thank you.
May I, Professor?
Thank you very much. I think Naba.
Yes,
Are you still?
Yes.
Yes, Naba.
وأخيرا
اي انا ما اشوف ترى كتاباتكم طلاب يعني صدفه باوع للشاتنج.
لا ولا يهمك وانا هم نصادف فيها شويه. المهم I think the idea of the power of the Brobdingnag against the weak of Gulliver is the theme of physical power, because in this chapter or even in this whole book he supported the idea that he gave us recently but they didn't mention it in a more specific way. It's Gulliver is small and and the Brobdingnag is bigger. How a bigger person sees a smaller one, that the physical power is has some effect on the other person. So not even if it was intellectual person, but if it was bigger, then all the power goes for him. Even in nowadays movies, when we see the enemy and he appear with so many huge muscles and all of that, we see that the heroic is kind of shrink in weakness. He fear him. So
yes, that's right.
But I want to ask something. Even all of that affect Gulliver and all of this. When they ask Gulliver to perform, he do it. He do whatever they ask him to do, but he never complained, except when he was when the performer ending and he was tired and start to narrate. Then he started to complain. So why didn't he say no? Is he afraid of them? They didn't show any violent act against him. That's why the question that maybe Gulliver is a weak person from the first place. You know, in the last chapter.
We mentioned this before at the beginning of the novel. We said that he is weak.
Yes, but that's but even with the, you know, sometimes when a person is weak, a knock in the head will wake him in some point. Gulliver don't wake. He's like in that shrink of him. I don't know. That's right.
Okay, okay. We will answer this question regarding.
Someone run behind Naba, maybe.
اي نبأ ترى صوتك انا ركزت بصوتك اكثر من اللي حكيتي. Okay, I feel that you are so tired.
So I just walk the stairs and back down so I can talk to you because my kids never let me.
Okay,
So
okay,
we'll say
okay.
mom all the
So
time.
you are a heroine.
Thank you.
She's
Thank you.
looking for a place
Yes.
with no noise, without her kids.
Yeah.
I know her
Yes.
situation. Can I add something?
Yes, Fatma, you want to say something about this? Yes.
Yes, Professor. You are talk about the man who raised the girl as his child, but in the time when he thought he will get a money, he didn't please her and he didn't mind about her. We are talking now here about the greed. When the people see the money, even the love, it will not be controlling them. No, the greed will be controlling them. So we can see the negative emotions. It's stronger than the positive emotions. Yeah, he loved her and he treated her like his daughter, but when he find the money and that's for himself, he didn't think about her. You talk about the selfish and the greed. Yes, that's a bigger proof for us. Even the people we love them, we forget them for ourselves. Yes, that's the most terrible selfishing in the world.
Yes, you just remind me of a poet who called money as monster that will destroy everything good inside the human. Okay, even if the person is good, he is planning with the money. If he will gain money, he will do many things, many good things. But when he will get this money, he will do nothing. He will be more greed. Okay?
Also Faustus like the same
أي
position.
عافية. أي
Yes.
فتشوفون انه هواي ناس من يصير عندها فلوس تتغير وبعد يعني تتغير completely من كل النواحي.
They
ما
start
بدي أذكر
feeling arrogant.
أي yes, that's right.
Professor, I had my dad, he always used to say, if you want to test your best friend, try him with the money, then you will know his real face with the money. That's we are as a human beings. In this, the money, it's just for not for our exist, not for our reason, but it's something important in our life just to get the important thing, but it's not the first target in our life.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much, guys, for your ideas. Okay, and for your comments. I don't know what you are talking about. ما راح أقرأها because we have no time. Just please, if you don't have any question about this chapter, we will talk more about this book next time, tomorrow, inshallah. And write down your names in the chat here. وإذا عندكم سؤال ممكن تسألوه.
Professor.
Yes.
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 Yes, thank you, Professor. Just about the giant people, giant people, and also these people, the Probdinic people and Lilliputian people, both of them have a mistake, have anything bad thing, So maybe the question why Swift put the Lilliputian people as a tiny people and put Probdinic people as a giant people.
They are models. They are just models, symbols. يعني هو يريد يحكي عن كل الفئات. Okay, فلهذا اتخذ فئة تكون tiny.
So why this kind of people is tiny people and this kind of Probdinic it's this giant people. Both of them have a mistake. Both of them have many bad things in our society.
And also, Muhammad, we will talk about the Laputian. We will talk about the Yahoos. يلا نجاوب هذا السؤال.
Yes, I have answered, but I don't know it's correct or no. Maybe at the first, Swift want to discuss the people, the high-level people in society, think himself the best in society, picture these people, tiny people. And also the people thought themselves it's good people in society. The farmers, thought himself the good in the society, we haven't mistake, far away from political,
Yes,
so
yes.
even this class thought themselves giants in society, thought themselves the good in society. Also, this have a mistake and discuss how to have a mistake by, have a chance and,
Yes, good,
and on
Muhammad.
money.
Good. We will discover later on that by giants, by tiny people, by Laputia, by the Yahoos, he don't mean those kind of people, but he means different types of people, human. Yeah, he is talking about humanity, human being, not only the giant or such things. هذا الشيء إن شاء الله. I like your idea, by the way, and we will also talk about it at the end of
Thank you,
the
Professor.
whole novel إن شاء الله.
Thank you, Professor.
طبعا sorry for the noise. سمعون الهوسة يمي اليوم. So I don't know if it is a big noise for you or not. Okay, thank
Professor,
you
the
very much.
last thing, Professor, about our marks, please.
Your marks. اي مو قلت تردون ايديه؟
Yes.
اي اعطيكم ايديه.
Okay.
اوكي
Deal.
اعطيكم ايديه كلكم.
Deal is done.